Hey everyone, it's Tom here with webmonkey.com, and hope you're all having a fantastic day today. So a website called JumpTask says you can earn cryptocurrency by completing a range of easy tasks, like searching on Google and even scrolling through TikTok. The website also claims that you can make money by training AI models and even by watching short videos in your spare time. But is JumpTask legit, and is this really a way for you to earn cryptocurrency by completing short online tasks? Well, I signed up for JumpTask, I spent some time testing it out, and this JumpTask review is going to cover exactly how it works, how much I earned with the platform, my personal proof and everything like that, as well as its true earning potential and how you can ultimately decide if JumpTask is worth it or not. Let's get to it. All right, guys, so starting off, what exactly is JumpTask and how does this website work? Well, like I mentioned, JumpTask is a Web3-based GPT website that pays users in cryptocurrency for completing a range of tasks. Now, I've covered some other crypto-friendly GPT websites before, but while a lot of those sites will let people earn Bitcoin or Ethereum or other kinds of crypto, JumpTask is a little bit different. And that's because with JumpTask, you earn Jump tokens, the platform's native token, when you complete different tasks. Now, at the time of me making this video, just for some context, one Jump token is worth about $1, but you can see its price has varied quite a bit over the years. And so right off of the bat, JumpTask is a little bit different than a lot of the other GPT sites out there because, again, it's paying you with its own token. And this also means it is super globally friendly. Signing up is also really simple. It's free and you just need your email address, and it took me about 30 seconds to create my account. From there, you're ready to start earning Jump tokens, and there's some pretty niche and interesting ways you can actually start earning. So let me dive into those right now. So once you log into JumpTask, you'll see a bunch of different earning opportunities underneath the Earn tab from your main dashboard. And just off of the bat, JumpTask works with tons of popular offer walls like you'll find on a lot of the other top GPT websites in the space. This means there's also a lot of common earning options you've probably seen before. There's paid surveys, you can get paid to play games, you can get paid to download apps, and there's even some kind of cash back or crypto back shopping offers available. Honestly, it's a pretty diverse offer wall. Again, it works with all of those main partners, and the payouts also range from a few pennies all the way to 100 or more Jump tokens, so there's some decent money up for grabs. However, I will say that like other GPT websites, a lot of the higher paying offers on JumpTask might take a lot of time, a lot of grinding, or even spending money on in-app purchases, so just keep this in mind. And one thing I like to do with GPT sites, especially for these kind of review videos, is to compare the payout rates I'm seeing versus some of the top GPT sites in the industry. And I have to say, JumpTask really isn't that competitive. For example, I found a Coinbase offer paying $10 for you to sign up and place your first trade, but most GPT sites I've tried pay at least $15 to $30 or more for this kind of offer. A lot of offers are like this, and I feel like JumpTask is just paying people with cryptocurrency, but paying them much less than other GPT websites and just hoping people won't notice. So overall, in my opinion, the main offer wall section of JumpTask, while it is pretty robust, it's really not my favorite. However, JumpTask is pretty unique because it has tons of different microtask offers where you can earn for completing some really strange tasks you really don't find on most GPT platforms. For example, under the quick tasks section, you can find offers that pay you to watch videos, search for specific keywords on Google, follow accounts on social media, and even for watching TikTok videos. Now, the thing with these micro tasks is that most of them are only paying you pennies or fractions of pennies because these tasks are so easy to complete. But again, a lot of these can also be run passively, like you can just open up the video reward section in a different tab or on a different monitor and run that for a little bit of passive income, which is something I used to do back in the day when I was phone farming. But yeah, most of these tasks only take a couple of seconds to complete. They're really strange, like you'll search for something on Google, do it through JumpTask, and then prove you searched for that term and clicked on it, and then you get a couple of fractions of Jump tokens in exchange. Now, personally, this is how I earned some of the Jump tokens in my account. I was testing out JumpTask for quite a while with these kinds of things, and again, they really don't pay that much, but they are quite easy to complete. Finally, one other way to earn with JumpTask is to use Honeygain, which is a popular bandwidth sharing application I've covered on this channel before, and I actually have a review on Honeygain as well that I'll put in the card above. Now, Honeygain pays you for your unused internet bandwidth, and it lets you cash out with PayPal. However, Honeygain now has a partnership with JumpTask, and you can actually cash out with Jump tokens through PayPal. You avoid the PayPal fees, you can get paid much quicker. And JumpTask is actually paying users right now to try out Honeygain, which is kind of cool. Now, on top of that, JumpTask used to have a few other ways to earn, although from what I can tell, they're kind of shutting them down. For example, you used to be able to stake your Jump tokens, but this ended back in January of 2025, and I'm not sure if it's coming back. JumpTask also has Web3 missions now, although every time I check, I've never actually seen any available missions, so I don't really know what's going on here. Again, overall, it's a very versatile and unique GPT website. But again, I don't think the offer walls are necessarily the best payouts. And then there's those niche microtasks in Honeygain, which are a little bit more enticing. But all right, guys, how do you cash out with JumpTask and actually get paid or convert your Jump tokens into some kind of currency or crypto that you're interested in? Well, Jump tokens are on the Binance Smart Chain, and so you can actually cash out pretty easily if you're a little bit crypto savvy, so I'll quickly explain how this works. In a nutshell, you have to connect a crypto wallet like MetaMask or Trust Wallet to JumpTask, withdraw your Jump tokens, and then swap your Jump tokens through PancakeSwap or another supported kind of exchange, and then convert it into a token or cryptocurrency you're interested in. So again, it's kind of a pretty simple process. You connect your wallet, you swap over the coins, and then you just kind of swap it to something you're interested in. It could be cryptocurrency, it could be a stable coin. You could then sell it for fiat if that's what you want to do. But it's not as simple as most GPT websites where you cash out PayPal money or an Amazon gift card. Now, one thing I do like is that currently the minimum withdrawal amount is 0.5 Jump tokens, which is only worth about 50 cents, so you can get paid pretty quickly. But okay, guys, what is the earning potential of JumpTask and how much can you realistically expect to make with this crypto rewards website? And guys, like I do with a lot of GPT websites, how much you make really depends on the kinds of offers you go for and how much time you ultimately put into them. For example, I completed a couple of surveys on JumpTask. A lot of them paid like 25 cents to 50 cents. You could find ones that paid a little bit more, like $1, but I didn't think it was really worth it because most of them were 30 minutes to 45-minute long surveys. Like I mentioned, there's other offer wall tasks too, but I just don't think the payout rates are as competitive as some of the top GPT sites in the space. Of course, you have those micro tasks like I mentioned too, but these are really paying like pennies per completion. So I don't think you'd make more than $1 or 1 Jump token per hour with these kind of tasks. Now, personally, I earned about 4 Jump tokens, which is worth about $4 after almost 3 hours of answering a few surveys and completing some of these niche micro tasks. Everything worked as advertised. Like I completed tasks, I'm getting Jump tokens without any issues, but again, I'm earning like $1 and a bit per hour at most. Now you can check out the leaderboard, and apparently some people are making about $50 to $100 worth of Jump tokens per month. But again, I really wouldn't expect this website to pay more than $1 or $2 worth of tokens per hour. So please have some realistic expectations. JumpTask won't let you quit your day job, and it's one of the lower GPT websites I've tested. Also, it's important to note that unlike getting paid with PayPal Cash or cashing out with gift cards, the price of Jump tokens does fluctuate. And so if you look at the lifetime price of Jump, it used to be almost $3 during its peak price, but it's been on a steady decline and kind of flatlined for now. And so really you could accumulate Jump tokens with the hopes that it's going to increase with the next crypto bull run. That's also risky because if you accumulate these tokens and the price keeps on dropping, your realistic hourly earnings with JumpTask is actually lower. I also think the platform's a bit worse now that staking is gone, so overall this really hasn't been my favorite GPT website to test out. However, there is one caveat, and I would say that if you regularly use Honeygain and you're selling your internet bandwidth for passive income, and this is something you like doing, you could consider cashing out with JumpTask instead, because you skip the PayPal fees and Honeygain's fees, and you can get paid a lot quicker. So that's probably the only use case I'd really recommend using JumpTask. All right, guys, so what are the pros and cons here? Why might you want to use JumpTask and why might you want to skip this website? And really the first pro is just that it's globally friendly. I mean, it's crypto-based, it's its own token. You can pretty much use JumpTask from anywhere in the world, which is always nice to see. And the second pro is just those niche microtask offers. You really don't see many GPT sites these days letting you watch videos or paying you to scroll through TikTok or to click on things on Google. So it's kind of nice that those very easy microtasks are still available. All right, now as for the cons, I have a couple, and the first would just be that low payout rates on the offer wall section. I'm really not that impressed with how much JumpTask is paying, and I think it is holding a lot more money for itself rather than paying users. The second option is that you only have one cash out option, Jump tokens, and there's no real easy way to swap it over to a crypto you're interested in unless you use something like PancakeSwap. And really the third con would just be that some of the tasks depend on your location. I don't know if it's because I'm in Canada right now, but I don't really have Web3 missions. I can't stake anymore. A lot of things have changed with the platform, and I think it might really change based on where you live, and it could be a lot worse in certain countries. But anyways, guys, what is the scam or legit score? Well, for JumpTask, I'm giving it a 2.5 out of 5. Honestly, I love when GPT sites have kind of a crypto flavor, and the fact that JumpTask has its own token is really unique and a really cool selling point. That said, I just don't think the payout rates really hold up that well versus sites like Free Cash or Scrambly or Cashkick, or even some of the other more niche GPT websites out there like Prize Rebel. On top of that, Jump token really isn't looking that promising as an investment. I mean, it's been on the decline for years now, it's flatlining. We really haven't seen a sharp increase in price in this token for a very long time. Again, I think JumpTask could be worth using if you're using Honeygain all the time, or you want to check out some of the niche microtask websites. But guys, don't expect to earn more than a couple of dollars per hour, maybe 10 to 20 bucks a month with this kind of website. In any case, I will be linking my JumpTask review down below if you guys want to read it for a more comprehensive overview. And if you've used JumpTask, I'd also love to hear about your experiences down in the comments. I'll also be linking my ultimate GPT site guide down below that has over a dozen other higher paying options you can use instead of using JumpTask. That really does it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching and for all of the support. It really does mean a lot. I hope you have a fantastic day and week. And as always, don't forget to check out webmonkey.com for more unique ways to make and save money. Catch you guys in the next one.